Hello? Hello? Oh, there you go. Those little eyes of yours are finally open. I was starting to worry that they would never open again. Where are you? You're on the beach. I'd say it's northeast of Atlantia? But I suppose you don't know where Atlantia is. Okay, human. Okay, you. You really ought to be careful when you're swimming in the ocean. There are a bunch of dolphins around these waters. What's that? You were trying to see the dolphins? Well, I don't know why you'd want to do that. Everyone knows that dolphins are like the rudest of all of the sea creatures. Who am I? Well, I noticed those dolphins were kind of messing with you a little bit. They were kind of trying to drown you. But it's okay, because I noticed, and I was able to scare them off. And then I swam up shore, and I brought you here. And I've kind of just been waiting for you to wake up. So I just kind of placed you on this rock, and then I kind of tried hitting you a couple times, and I tried yelling a couple times too, and you finally came to. Well, I'm not hiding. What are you talking about? I'm just resting on the other side of the rock. Okay, listen. I'll come out from the side of the rock only if you promise not to tell anyone what you see, okay? I'm super duper serious. Consider this your payment for me saving you from the dolphins. I saved your life, so you don't tell anyone about, what you're about to see. Okay, I'm holding you to that promise, alright? Don't scream. Ta-da! I'm a mermaid! Hey, why are you staring at me like that? Yes, I'm real. Does this look like a costume to you? What kind of person would just dress up in a giant tail like this and just stand next to the water? You're such a silly human. I've never actually gotten to meet a human before. Although the queen would be so upset with me if she knew I was talking to you right now. So you have to promise not to tell her. Wait, when would you even have the chance to talk to her? Hey, you've never met the queen, right? Yes, I said I'm real. If you really want to touch my tail, I suppose you can. But you have to be gentle, okay? I might not look like much, but I have some pretty strong water magic. Anyways, you really do need to be more careful when you're swimming out in the ocean. There won't always be someone like me waiting around to save you. Especially with the way your lower body is built. Those are called legs, right? You've got legs, and then you've got your feet, and then you have little toesies. We don't really have that under the sea. I really can't imagine that these are that great for swimming, are they? Really? So humans buy what's called swimming fins and put them on their feet so that way they can swim better? That's actually pretty smart. Although I suppose the reverse wouldn't work. I can't imagine cutting off a human's feet and gluing them to mine. Oh wait, the fins aren't real. I suppose that makes more sense. But I suppose down under, we all just kind of use... It still wouldn't work, though. Real human feet or not human feet, we only have one tail. You guys have, like, 2 tiny tails. But they're not tails, because you can, like, stand upright on them. Hey, maybe one day I'll develop a new spell that lets us walk on land, but I don't think there's really any point to that. Come on, human. Haven't you ever heard of the mermaid's curse? Mermaids and humans don't really work well together, to say the least. We're just 2 different worlds. I mean, I'd say the mermaid world is a lot better than the human world. Haven't you heard all the stories of what happens to mermaids when they meet humans? Listen, whenever a mermaid meets a human in the water, we do our best to save them. Although not all sea creatures agree with us, like those stupid dolphins. You also have sirens, they're kind of annoying too. But like if a human meets a mermaid on land, it's a lot less nice. Wait a minute, you're not a bad human, are you? You're not gonna... I saved your life. You should not be trying to kidnap or experiment on me or something, okay? Like I said, we're on the beach, and I've got water magic. I will drown you if you try anything, okay? Okay, great. You know, no matter how many stories we hear about the humans, I can't stop finding them so interesting. Like, how are you not completely dried out from being in the sun? Wait, really? So you're saying when you're underwater for too long, your skin starts to fall off your body? I suppose that makes sense since we're opposites. We'll dry up, and you'll get... Is there a word for it? Maybe waterlogged? I'm not sure. So, we really are opposites in every way. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say every way. At the end of the day, mermaids can breathe air, and humans can't breathe underwater. That really seems like some kind of evolutionary, deficit. I don't understand why y'all just wouldn't do that. Just breathe. It's not that hard. Although, I will tell you this. A lot of mermaids can't actually breathe in fresh water. There's something about the salt that just, I don't know. It's like flavorful? I don't know if there's anything above land that's like when you're breathing and then like it gets hard to breathe even if you're breathing like air depending on like your location. But it can kind of be like that in rivers, which is why mermaids kind of stick to the oceans. We never really try to go inland because, well, the water's just not deep enough for us. Way too risky. And speaking of risky, I really shouldn't be spending this much time speaking to a human above land on a beach. I mean, this cove is pretty secluded. I mean, there was a reason I was, this close to the shore, but it really will be better to be safe than sorry. If I was the person who exposed... I'm telling you, but you better promise to keep this a secret. I mean, now that I think about it, I suppose no one would believe you anyways if you started blabbing your mouth, but if they did believe you, I'd have a bit of a problem. But, I like talking to you. Humans have this beauty that's just a lot different than a mermaid. I feel like your hair is kind of shiny and your eyes are a lot brighter too. It's a little hard for me to see above water sometimes. Things aren't quite as sharp. But I suppose you humans don't have that problem. And when I look at you, I feel like I can see pretty clearly. You know, if you want, I would really enjoy it if we could meet again. You'd like that? I'd like that too. Okay, how about this? We'll meet when the sun is in this same position again. Alright? And here, take this. It's my favorite hair clip and a little something to remember me by. I'll be waiting here. Okay? I'll see you tomorrow then, human. Don't keep me waiting.